Alright guys, here we go with round 1 of the tournament. I'm facing off against PeepySqueeps and his Jeskai Tokens deck. Very similar deck list to mine, honestly. He's playing all the Thopter Engineers, Whirler Rogues, Pia, and Karen Nolars, but he's playing white for Unified Front, Retreat to Emeria, you know, Felidar Cubs, and Gideon. Plus Gideon's Tactics, so I mean, he wants to just create a board of tokens and slam a Tactics and just basically one-shot me with a big board, so that's a pretty scary proposition. Retreat to Emeria is also another anthem that he can have, you know, with the landfall to buff his army, and of course the Gideon emblem. So good luck to Peepy, and let's see what our draw is. Twin Bolt's a super important card for me. Here I have 2 mana double Twin Bolt on the draw, so all I need is 1 land, and I'm pretty good. And I do have a double Twin Bolt, and I do have 1 of each source. I'm gonna keep this since I'm on the draw. On the play, I'd ship this, but on the draw, I'm gonna keep it. Like I said, because of the double Twin Bolt, it's such a good card for me in this matchup. That's why I'm keeping it. So we picked up an island. That's great. Still can't cast Pia and Karen here right now. Chief of the Foundry is also a good card for me in this matchup since he's only got Twin Bolts as removal, so he's not able to deal with them 1-for-1. So we're looking at a turn 2 Jace. Going to start letting him loot. Question is, do I want to just kill that before he gets to use it? Before he starts digging? I think that I do. I think that I just have to kill that before he untaps with it. Because I don't want him digging for cards. Really, the hardest thing about his deck is his mana base, and I can't let him go fixing it with Jace there like that. So let's see if he's got a red source. He does. Does he have a play? He doesn't have a play. So we'll just, actually, let's get our 4th land now. Or should we get in for 1? Decision. I can get my 4th land, play Pia and Karen next turn, and then go with a Chief after that. But I do like the haste, and I could top deck a mountain. Honestly, I'm kind of a bit torn here as to what to do. I think I'm going to play the Engineer, and then I'll play Pilgrim's Eye. You know, if I draw a red source, I can play Pia and Karen. I want the haste, you know. And if I don't, Pilgrim's Eye, I can still play that next turn with haste. So let's get in for 1, see if he's got a Twin Bolt. He doesn't. So let's see if he hits 4 mana and what his double colored costs are, because he's got Whirler Rogues and also he's got to take a turn off to fix his mana. So it's pretty good for me. And I picked up a gate. So, I'm going to play that right now, honestly. And Pilgrim's Eye for a mountain. Actually, now I can Pilgrim's Eye. Yeah, I'll Pilgrim's Eye for a mountain. And then next turn we can play Chief of the Foundry and hold up Twin Bolt. I'm sure I clicked yes there. Okay. So let's bring it. See if he's got the Twin Bolt for the Thopters now. No, he's just cracking. See what he gets. He gets double blue. He must have a Whirler Rogue. That's my suspicion. But yeah, next turn we can play Chief and hold up Twin Bolt, which is going to be pretty good for us. So he goes to 5 lands. He plays a Pia and Karen. So we're just going to Twin Bolt the Thopters right away. And then drop the Chief. And go over the top. Alright, so now we got haste and team buffs. And he's only got blue open, so I'm gonna still swing with the Chief here. It doesn't represent anything in his deck. So he's down to 10. And we're still on 20. And, you know, Twin Bolt is managing to take care of him a little bit. So he puts down the Whirler Rogue. So he's got some flyers now he can use to double block. And I can't attack with Chief anymore. But what do we pick up? Twin Bolt would be great. It's just another land, though. So So I'm going to play a Whirler Rogue of my own. And I'm coming at him in the air. And I've also got a Foundry that I can crack next turn. So let's see if he chooses a double block or if he single blocks two of them. Again, one open mana for him doesn't mean anything at instant speed. His only instant spells are Twin Bolts. You know, he could still have a Lantern Scout. You know, that's a big deal in his deck. Come down and give everything lifelink. So I don't know if that's why he's thinking about maybe blocking differently. I did declare my attack, did I? Yes, okay. So he's just taking the 8. He must have a Lantern Scout in his hand. So we'll back off. Again, you know, I've got PA and Karen next turn, or I can just crack the Foundry. But actually, with 7 mana next turn, I can play PA and Karen, swing with a whole bunch of people, and then activate the ability once. So he's playing out a land to go to 6. He still doesn't have double white. So does he have a Tactics? No, he's going to sacrifice an artifact at sorcery speed. Oh, he's good. Okay, yeah. Seppuku. There you go. Good game, number 1, PeepySqueeps. You know, I got off to a quick start, but like I said, the reason I kept that opening hand, Twin Bolt is really good for me in the matchup, and Chief of the Foundry, and I had a hand with 2 bolts and a Chief. So I was willing to gamble on a 2-lander because those cards are so good in the matchup. So that's game 1. And let's invite him to game 2. Never mind, we don't need to. I want to make sure my connection doesn't blow up here, so I'm just actually going to wait for this to back out here, and I'm going to go back to the menu and get that invite from my notifications tab. And launch it from there. Hopefully we get in. There we go. On to game 2. Well, yeah, his deck is a little bit slow, but it has those tactics and it has the ability to really just burst me down or swing the board with some lifelink. So, you know, I like his deck a lot. Me and Mobius did some play testing with it, and you know, it's a strong deck when it gets its mana going. But the fact he didn't have a turn 3 play, and then he had to take turn 4 off to crack an Evolving Wilds, I mean, that was pretty much the death knell for him in that first game. So let's see what game 2 gives us in terms of an opening hand. You know, I really liked double Twin Bolt in the last one. And now, looking at us right now, we've got Vile, Esperzoa, Mir, and Pia and Kieran on the play. With yeah, I'll keep this. I think I'm not going to play the Vile though. I think I'd rather just. I think I'd rather just Peerless Mir. And then I can bounce it and then play a Vile on the 4th turn. We'll see how it goes. He plays Boros Guildgate, so he's got 2 colors of mana. And we picked up our 4th land, so yeah, definitely this is definitely a Peerless Mir turn. And then we can Esperzoa, we can bounce the Mir, and then we can play Vile Mir on the 4th turn, or maybe P and Karen, we'll see. Probably going to be Vile Mir though. Him bouncing the Esperzoa or bouncing my only artifact, so he's taking turn 2 off to fix mana again, which is fine for me. Let's see if we pick up a different 3-drop though. We picked up Thopter Engineer, so I'm actually going to play that instead, because then casting an Esperzoa with haste is pretty mean. Because that's 4 damage in the air out of nowhere. So let's do that. Get in for 2. Let's see what he goes and cracks for. Probably going to be blue, but if he's got enough blue in his hand, maybe he goes and gets a white. No, it's blue. Let's see if he gets the Sky Spawner down. That's a really good card for him. 2-1 flyer and a 1-1 token. But Esperzo will smash through that 2-1 flyer pretty hard. So let's see what turn 3 brings for him. Is he missing a land drop, or is he just deciding what to play when? Oh, he's twin bolting here. So he's going Thopter and Mirror, taking 2 face. So honestly, I think I just PN Kieran here and swing at him since he missed a land drop. Hakeem Firebird is nice too, though. So I can hit him for 4 here, but I got nothing to bounce next turn. So I'd like to pick up a land. You know, I mean, I could try to do it with Vile right now, but then I don't have a play. This hits him for 2, but it exposes it to Twin Bolt again, so I'm just going to play Firebird here. And come at him for 4. And again, I've still got Esperzo haste whenever I want to have it. And if I pick up a 5th land, I can just go Vile into Hasted Esperzoa. So let's see if he hits his 3rd land off the top. If he doesn't, it's pretty much game. So the fact that we haven't seen it yet, you know, is a... He's got another Twin Bolt, and there's nothing he can do because both my dudes have 3 toughness, so he obviously doesn't want to just throw 2 at my face. So he's going to play Dragon Fodder. That doesn't bother me at all. So it's kind of really sad, you know, that he got stuck on 2 mana. Never like to see that. We picked up a Chief of the Foundry. So I mean, I can just go as wide as I want in this matchup since he doesn't have any board wipes or anything. So I'm just going to put the pressure on in the air. And I can swing freely with Chief of the Foundry here. So I'm coming in for 6, which is half his life total. And he's taking it all. So he picked up his 3rd land. A little bit late for that, though. So see if he's got a Sky Spawner. Put some stuff in the way. He'll have at least 1 flying blocker, so he's going to clutch occurrence here now and bounce... Oh, he's definitely conceding, yeah. So he's bouncing that up. Yeah, missing 2 land drops was pretty critical, you know, and he's going to swing. We're not going to block. You know, he's obviously conceding here. So how much damage do we have? He does have, you know, a Twin Bolt. How much damage do we have? We have 6, 7, 8. Esperzoa. Oh, we got lethal. You know, I guess he could Twin Bolt, but he's, you know, I'm going to take it easy since he did clutch his own guy and swing there. You know, I'm not going to put out any more stuff because I'm reading that as a concession. So yeah. All right, guys, this round 1. Like I say, I mean, he. In the first game, I got 2 Twin Bolts and managed to slow him down enough to kill him, and you know, in the second game, well, he just got stuck on mana. There's nothing you can do. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in round 2 of the tournament.